This is the first I've heard of it, but apparently there might be a radical new technique that would allow artificial intelligence to learn with practically no data required to learn off of. Quoting MIT Technology Review. Machine learning typically requires tons of examples. To get an AI model to recognize a horse, you need to show it thousands of images of horses. This is what makes the technology computationally expensive and very different from human learning. A child often needs to see just a few examples of an object or even only one before being able to recognize it for life. In fact, children sometimes don't need any examples to identify something. Shown photos of a horse and a rhino and told a unicorn is something in between, they can recognize the mythical creature in a picture book the first time they see it. Now, a new paper from the University of Waterloo in Ontario suggests that AI models should also be able to do this, a process the researchers call less than one shot, or LO shot learning. In other words, an AI model should be able to accurately recognize more objects than the number of examples it was trained on. That could be a big deal for a field that has grown increasingly expensive and inaccessible as the datasets used become ever larger. The researchers first demonstrated this idea while experimenting with the popular computer vision dataset known as MNIST. MNIST, which contains 60,000 training images of handwritten digits from 0 to 9, is often used to test out new ideas in the field, end quote. The piece then goes into great detail, describing the techniques used, like using soft labels, the machine learning algorithms known as k-nearest neighbors. It's way too complex to go into now. You'll have to read the piece. But the gist of it is this. If proven out, this technique, quote, could make AI more accessible to companies and industries that have thus far been hampered by the field's data requirements. It could also improve data privacy because less information would have to be extracted from individuals to train useful models, end quote. Which is why I'm sharing it here, even though it sounds like a long read, because if this proved out, it would be an evolutionary, revolutionary leap in machine learning. But did someone say long reads?